On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Creon Ray Kirk 22-01858. Appearance, please.
Marion Waddell for City of Lansing.
What was you get the courtroom? I'm about to finish.
Which case are we calling you on? Assistant Public Defender Jacob Rowling, Mr. Kirk, who's not present.
Okay, so it was the date scheduled for jury trial. I know he was in custody in Clinton County, and we were notified that he was no longer in custody. You've not had communication with him.
I have spoken to him since he got out of Clinton County, and I was expecting him to be here.
That was your control. Let's see. Let's see, Jason Hall. On Zoom. Who's in the courtroom?
We have Danielle Jones.
Tamar Bryson.
Is she on Zoom one?
Yes.
She is ready to.
On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Tamar Bryson, 24-02842, 25-01179, 25L2934622. Appearance, please.
Marion Waddell for City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Bryson, who joins us via Zoom.
I can wait for her to be ready to.
Ms. Bryson, you'll have to stand in one
I'm
place.
ready.
For your
Okay, I'm getting my daughter.
This is exactly what I'm supposed to say in one place. We have no clue what you're talking about because your connection is gone. This is the number one reason why you have to be stationary.
So
And then
stay there, Ms.
I'll-
Bryson. Your connection keeps going. So just stay right where you are.
What did the judge just say?
I said, the number one reason why you need to stay stationary is because you lose your connection. So
Yes,
when you were
I-
walking and talking, we could not hear or understand a single thing that was coming out of your
Okay,
mouth.
I understand. I had to come sit outside so that my daughter could see her bus so that she can get on the bus and go to school.
I didn't ask you why you were moving. Like I said, I could wait until you were ready. That's what I said. So I can call your case later if you need time.
No, I'm ready now.
Okay. Today was the date scheduled for a pretrial. I have 2 no operators licensed in possession, and then I have a formal hearing on a speeding. How are we proceeding on these?
Thank you, Your Honor. I did just speak with Mr. Waddell from the City Attorney's Office. Ms. Bryson has an identical state case going on in front of Judge Buchanan right now. She is making efforts to get her license. I think it's some outstanding fines that are left. She did recently get the suspension, the other suspension with Secretary of State lifted. That hearing with Judge Buchanan last week was reset for July 21st to allow her time to work on getting her license. I would ask the court here to consider allowing her a similar timeline to make those efforts in regards to the 2 OT files I have with her. And if the court is willing to adjourn that formal hearing to coincide with that as well. Understanding I don't have any authority or appearance on the civil infraction formal hearing file.
Okay, the concern that I have is that Ms. Bryson doesn't always come back to court. I have 3 failure to appears in this 24-02842 case. And then at her last arraignment on it, which was a couple weeks ago, she told the magistrate she works. That's why she doesn't come to court.
She is work. She also is heavily pregnant right now as well.
Well, we all work. That doesn't mean we get to skip our court dates.
Understood.
Hello.
So she's got a state case similar.
Exact DWLS is that charge.
Okay, driving license suspended, state case. She's supposed to be making payments on that.
Yeah, she got the suspension lifted on it and looks like what's left holding it is a fine. So Judge Buchanan last Tuesday reset that for July 21st.
I'll set this one. Same time frame.
Thank you very much.
What is she doing with this fee? Was there an offer on that?
Go with no.
Ma'am, there's no offer on the speeding ticket. How do you intend to resolve that?
I'm paying it.
You want to accept responsibility to the speeding?
I'm sorry.
You want to accept responsibility to the speeding? Or do you want to hold a formal hearing on that?
If I pick the second one, then what?
Then we will set it for a hearing date at another time, not today, but at another time.
Okay, I'll do that.
You want a hearing?
Yes.
Just as a reminder, Ms. Bryson, I can't represent you on the formal hearing as it's a civil case.
So if I accept it, I'll just have to pay the tickets and then that's it.
There's a ticket and a point on your license. That would be the sanction for that.
Okay.
Okay, you said July
15th, 9:30.
July 15th at 9:30 is your next court date on all three matters, okay?
Okay.
Is it 8:30?
Is it 9:30?
9:30, thank you.
July 15th at 9:30. Do you have any questions for the court?
No. Yes, actually I do. How much are my tickets? Like, do they have to be paid before the court date?
You don't have any payments on these at this time because you've not either accepted responsibility or been found guilty. And so we were resetting these matters because my understanding is that you have a similar case before Judge Buchanan, which you're making payments on to try to get your license restored.
Yes.
And I'm assuming if your license is restored, the city will maybe make an offer on the no ops, is my understanding.
Okay.
And then we'll hold your hearing on the basic speeding.
Okay. July 15th, 9:30?
July 15th at 9:30.
Okay.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Nothing further.
Okay, we'll see you July 15th, in person, ma'am.
All right.
All right, let's see. We have Jason Hall, who's representing Jason Hall.
Your Honor, William Barnwell.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Jason Cedric Hall, 23-03068. Appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell for City of Lansing.
Good morning, this honorable court. William Barnwell here on behalf of Mr. Hall, who is appearing by Zoom. Mr. Hall, please state your name for the record.
Jason, no, excuse me. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jason Cedric Hall.
Your Honor, we're here today for, I'm sorry.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a pre-trial. This is for operating with a high blood alcohol content. This is the first pre-trial on this matter. Has there been an offer extended, counsel?
Not yet, Your Honor. We're waiting on that. Possible evaluation.
Okay, Mr. Barwell.
That is correct. My client lives in Maryland, so here's what I'm going to propose, Your Honor. I'd like my client to get a private substance abuse evaluation as home state. We're going to have to research where that is. I'd like to see that happen quick. And perhaps we could set this for a plea and sentence hearing either on Tuesday, June 24th or Tuesday, July 8th. I would strongly assume the court would like Mr. Hall to appear in person. He does live in Maryland. I'll just request if the court would entertain a plea and sentence remotely on Zoom. I'm sure my client would prefer that. If not, he'll just have to make arrangements to come in person. But hopefully, once we get that evaluation, we can see if there's an offer and wrap up everything for him at this next hearing if the court would find that advisable.
Well, you first need to get the assessment done. I don't know how long they take to do assessments in Maryland. But
Correct.
they don't get them done, they don't get them done quickly enough to get a hearing within 30 days, because you gotta get a report to the prosecutor's office for them to then extend an offer.
Correct. So I'm just trying to move as fast as possible for the court, Mr. Hall. The date of July 8th, Tuesday, July 8th, work for the court?
It is not.
And I can't do the 15th. What dates would be available for the court?
August 5th.
Tuesday, August 5th? I could do that.
I'll set it for sentencing August 5th, and that can be held via Zoom.
We can do the plea and sentence via Zoom. Okay, excellent. And will that be at 9:30, Your Honor?
I didn't say anything about sentence. I said a plea.
Okay.
So we'll do the plea that date, because I can't sentence until I get a copy of the report, and I won't have a copy of that report. Now, if you all get a copy of the report to our probation department sooner than that, and they can then schedule a meeting, it's unorthodox, maybe schedule a meeting with Mr. Hall via Zoom prior to his plea date, they can get me a recommendation prior to August 5th. But if I don't see him again until August 5th, I'm not sentencing him until I've had a sufficient time to review his file, his substance abuse assessment, and get a recommendation from our probation department.
Understood. The court does get all that information. Would the court be willing to sentence on Zoom, or would the court want him to appear in person, just so I can prepare him for flights and such?
No, you can do all of the above via Zoom. I just need time to make sure that that information is properly provided to the court, so I have sufficient time to review.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
No problem. Okay.
What
Let's
time would that
see.
be?
August 5th, at what time? At 9:30.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Let's see, any additional matters for today's record?
Nothing, Judge.
Okay, you're all set for today. Thank you.
Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you.
Same to you. Is Abdurrahman Idris present?
He's not pretty.
Record in the matter of the City of Lansing versus Danielle Jones, 22-02295. Appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell from City of Lansing.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones is suspended for a pre-trial today, and a driving while license is suspended. Has he gotten his license restored?
I think very close, Your Honor. He tells me he's pretty far along in the process. He requested it during this week to complete that.
I got an appointment today to get it restored.
So last time I adjourned this, you didn't come back to court. And that was over a year ago. Defendant continuing to make payments, balance was then, as of February 2024, $700. I reset it 30 days, and he did not appear back in court. And here we are a year later. So I'm not resetting it anymore. We'll figure something else out.
Tickets paid off, my good.
You asking me?
Yeah, the tickets are paid off.
I don't know.
The tickets from-
What was the offer if he paid off his ticket?
Tickets was, yeah, the tickets was. They're all state.
There was never an actual offer made, just notices to the progress.
What is the offer?
Today will be at the reinstatement here, at the voucher and everything. Voucher. This is the receipt that we have. Today as well. Yeah.
Your Honor, because the defendant was able to provide proof things were paid off, and he has his reinstatement fee provided to him, we will amend to an impaired driving.
Repeating,
I'm sorry. Impeding.
most impaired and serious. Okay, repeating, the fine is $135. Are you paying that today?
Not today.
When are you gonna pay?
I can pay that next week. I can pay weekly.
Y'all know that you are will make payment by next week. Do you have any questions for the clerk at this time?
No.
Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set. Thank you. Tia Kilo, not here.
Have not checked in. I will check for Holly in.
But I didn't know. I still. Still. But I didn't see that.
What exactly is the point of the bond? 210%. Just PR. Just PR.
Just let him out.
Yeah. Alejandro Martinez is present. Who's representing him?
Pretty sure.
Sorry.
Aaron, would you allow me a couple of minutes? I left him a voicemail yesterday, so I haven't been able to review the PSI with him yet. Thank you.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Alejandro Martinez, 24-02697, appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Martinez, who joins us via Zoom.
Martinez, you have some background noise going on?
Background noise?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna switch rooms. No. All right, is that better?
Oh, yes, thank you. Okay, so today was a date scheduled for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report. It was prepared on May 14th. Counsel, you did get a copy and you've gone over that with your client, correct?
Correct, Your Honor, yes.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Do we need to make corrections, updates, or deletion?
Not at this time.
Your client is currently on probation for some court restriction, sure?
That is correct.
Trying to understand why are the recommendation is another term probation here?
I was going to be asking for non-reporting probation with orders to comply with 30th, and I think he still has to complete the MAD victim impact panel, but I was also a little confused about what's the point of double probation.
Maybe that's the thing.
Anything is possible.
Okay. Okay, let you make allocation.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did review this pre-sentence investigation report with Mr. Martinez. I believe their accounting of his demeanor in speaking with them as well as me is fair and accurate. He has been someone who's been consistently open and honest with me about the actions and choices that led to his place here, as well as the foolhardiness of some of those, many of those choices and actions. He's admitted to both me and probation that he's never been a whole lot of a drinker. So I think he's a person who doesn't understand when what he drinks is too much. And that's obviously something that he's having to figure out. I think probation, both here and in 30th, is an eye-opening experience for a person of his age. And as I've kind of previously alluded, I don't think double probation is something that's going to be beneficial to him here. He's already on a much stricter court supervision, obviously, up on the Swift and Sure program. So I don't know what more being on probation here is going to do for him outside of add his expenses and add to the number of things he's trying to remember to keep track of. I would ask the court to consider non-reporting probation for him to sign a release of information with the 30th Circuit program and Mr. Rose with orders to comply with the probation there. He is testing up in 30th. He's fully willing to sign a release of information, have that information shared here. And I believe he is willing to complete the MAD victim impact panel if the court still requires that. Thank you.
Maybe did your client wish to make a statement?
So this is where you can make a statement if you want, Mr. Martinez. You don't have to, but if there's anything you'd like to share with the judge, you can.
I would like to say that I know my actions that I from that night were wrong. I know I should have been drinking and driving. I just want to apologize to the courts for that. It won't happen again. That'll be it.
Thank you. As indicated at the beginning of this hearing, my understanding is that you are already under a term of probation through the Circuit Court Swift and Sure program. So I don't believe that additional separate oversight is meaningful. However, I will put you on a term of non-reporting probation for the purposes of supervising your completion of the victim impact panel and an alcohol drug educational class, and that you'll provide that to our probation department. And I'll also enter an order of 6 months non-reporting probation. During that time, you are to be in compliance with all of your circuit court probation orders, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions about the non-reporting probation?
Yeah, just so pretty much it would be I would just have to comply with everything on with the 30th, and I'll be all right with 54th.
Well, you have to do that, and you also have to complete your victim impact panel within 90 days, and do some alcohol, drug education. And provide verification of that. But other than that, there won't be monthly reporting to our probation. You won't be doing additional drug and alcohol screening for this court.
Okay. Do you guys do I get the information from you guys of how to attend those classes?
You'll get that from our probation department. They'll get this order that I'm drafting, and they will memorialize it into writing, and they'll go over it with you.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions at this time, sir?
No, that'll be it.
Okay.
And what is the deadline you'd like to come in and have that order signed by?
I don't set a deadline. It's up to they'll contact you.
Thank you.
They'll contact me?
They will contact you to come and meet with them to go over my judgment of sentence.
Okay.
We have a number in the file for you ending in 2415.
Oh, hold on.
Is that your phone number?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, they'll contact you. Let's see here. Okay, any additional matters for today's record?
The court assessed any fines and costs here.
There you go. There is a $75 crime victim rights fee plus a $50 state minimum cost. No other fees will be assessed. I'll waive discretionary fines and costs. So you have a total of $125 statutory fines that will be assessed. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
There is, I think, cost recovery though.
One more time.
Is there OWI cost recovery on this?
I'm going back up to the PSI. I don't remember a number.
Okay.
Yes, I do see that you owe the Lansing Police Department $628.56 for responding to this incident. So that will also be assessed.
Okay.
You will be required to make monthly payments on this. Okay,
Okay.
in my understanding, you're not currently employed, or are you looking for employment?
He is working, Your Honor. He works at Bridgewater full-time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you are
employed.
working, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Your total fines and costs is $753.56.
Okay. 753.
So that's about $125 a month. If you're making monthly payments during this 6-month period, okay?
Okay.
You have any questions at this time?
No, I think that'll be it for right now.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, thank you.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Martinez.
Okay. Have a good one.
Same to you.
No problem.
I don't see anyone here for
Yeah,
show cause.
There's no escaping him, so.
There's no show cause people here. Not a single one. A lot of expired meter money right here.
This registration. Not sure if you saw this, but hearing costs for that hydrant. Right? You see that, something like that? Said something like that. I don't see any restitution. I'm guessing that car took
Sounds like.
the brunt of the damage. She's not going to. As far as Secretary of State, so. Sure, one second. An appointment.
Party. Lauren Party is here. Representing Lauren Party, Mr. Raleigh.
Sorry, what was the name on?
Lauren Party.
That's mine. I can see if there's one. Sorry. Nobody else out there is for us.
No, except for Brendan Carter. And that is yours, right, Mr. Riley?
No, that's Miss Sutters.
Ms. Sutters? It's 10:30. Show calls. For today.
Ms. Hardy, please join the breakout room. Ms. Weeks? You have to unmute.
You might be okay now.
Ms. Weeks, please unmute your device.
Well, they abused me when they got to. Plain County is my other case is the one I like to get back.
We'll pay. We'll pay them. It's the class for that. email that explained was.
Good morning. Who just logged in with the iPhone? What is your name?
Ayanna Larkin.
Maui.
Alrighty, thank you, ma'am.
No, you better wait one second. Hold on, baby, here I come. Five, five, top, 3, 7, top, 1, 1. Seven, 1, 7, 7. One. Here it comes.
Good morning. Could everyone remain quiet until judge calls your case? Just. You go pop in whenever if you get anything, or give me. Walk back on the wall, that goes to my office, and then when you're done, with your hearing, you don't have to sit here and wait, you can head out to the gate, and then there's a little doorbell button on the wall, you can hit that and then. Okay? On the record in the matters of the city of Lansing versus Cheryl Day, 23L2803782 and 24L2886541, appearances, please.
Brandon Wardell from City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Day, who joins us via Zoom. Ms. Day, if you could unmute and take a seat.
Yes.
Mute and take a seat.
Okay, I have failure to display operator's license on both files set scheduled today for pretrial. I think you're reset because she was working on getting her license. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, yes, Your Honor. She has completed the things she needs to do to lift the hold and suspension on her license. She met with Secretary of State, I believe last week. They told her she still has to take the test in order to get her full license restored. She believes she can accomplish that within the next 3 weeks, if the court is willing to adjourn to allow her the chance to do that.
June 17th at 9:30.
June 17th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for the court today, Ms. Day?
No, Your Honor.
See you June 17th at 9:30.
17, okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, these are the matters of the city of Lansing versus Jamera Cates. 25L292338 and 83. Appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell for City of Lansing.
Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Ms. Cates.
Is Ms. Cates present?
He's not present. I was expecting her on Zoom, Your Honor.
So you have had contact, she used to not appear.
I spoke to her yesterday. I was expecting her today.
Sure, that's right. On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Lauren Pardee, 19-03807. Appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell for City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutcliffe with Ms. Pardee, who joins us via Zoom.
Ms. Pardee has been operated intoxicated here. I think this was scheduled or rescheduled, but she needed an assessment. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the city is prepared to amend the charge to impaired driving. The defendant is prepared to. Okay.
That's correct, Your Honor. And there was an assessment completed that can be shared with probation.
That's correct, Ms. Pardee. You want to accept the offer and plead guilty to the amended charge of impaired driving?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Okay, you have the following rights that you would need to give up if you wanted to plead guilty to the amended charge. First is your right to the presumption that you are innocent until proven guilty. So do you want to waive your right to be innocent until proven guilty?
Yes.
You also have the right in this matter to proceed to trial and have the city prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to question or cross-examine any of the witnesses if they call to testify against you, and your right to call witnesses that will testify on your behalf. Your right to maintain your silence at trial and not have that silence be used against you, or you can waive the silence at your trial. You understand all those rights that you would have to give up?
Yes.
Is there anyone threatening to get you to give these rights up?
I'm sorry?
I don't know what the feedback is.
It was from JC at the hearings earlier.
Is anyone threatening you to get you to give up your rights today?
No.
Has there been any promises extended to you if you give up any of your rights?
No.
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
No.
I understand that by pleading guilty to the amended charge, it may result in the conviction that you might need to report to your current or future employer.
Yes.
It also can have impact on when you can travel or get immigration status. Do you understand that?
Yes.
As to the amended charge of impaired driving, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Actual basis, please.
Thank you. Ms. Pardee, is it true that on or about February 22nd of 2019, you were driving a vehicle on or near DeWitt Road and West State Road in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
And that's in Ingham County, Michigan?
Yes.
And at that time, you were driving that vehicle after having consumed a substance that impaired your driving, correct?
Yes.
And you do believe your driving was impaired by that?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Questions from the city?
No questions.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis of finding your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. The matter is scheduled for sentencing July 15th at 9 a.m. Your assessment must be turned over to probation, otherwise you'll have to undergo a new assessment. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No.
You can check in with our probation department in person within the next 48 hours. You understand that?
Yes, I do have a quick question. I do live in Ann Arbor.
Okay, what's the question?
Is it possible to get probation to be checked in out here?
You have to check in with our probation department in person within 48 hours. We haven't even placed you, I haven't decided how I was gonna sentence you yet. But you do have to check in person. And had you been here today, you would have just gone downstairs on the day that you took the plea. But since you are doing it remotely, the requirement is that you now need to report in person to our probation department.
Okay.
And you have to do that later than Thursday at 10:30.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, thank you.
You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. On the record, in the matter of the state of Michigan, I'm sorry, city of Lansing versus Tristan Weeks, 25-00648. Appearance, please.
City of Lansing.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Mr. Weeks.
Okay, Mr. Weeks has a hinder, obstruct, oppose an officer pretrial today. He's present from the Polycom from JCS. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, Mr. Weeks is prepared to enter a plea and
Mr. Weeks, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
Okay, you put your hand down. Is there someone in a room next to you or something? Like, what is the background that's going on?
Yeah, there's another Polycom right in a room next to me that's happening.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so do you understand that you have the right in this matter to the presumption that you are innocent until proven guilty?
Yes.
You have the right to proceed to trial and require the city prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Your right to maintain your silence and not have that silence be used against you. You can waive silence and testify at your trial if you like, and your right to cross-examine or question any witness that the city calls to testify against you. Do you understand each of those rights?
Yes.
And are you willing to give up those rights today in order to enter a guilty plea to the charge of hinder, obstruct, oppose an officer?
Yes.
Is anyone threatening you to get you to waive these rights?
No.
Any promises if you plead guilty?
No.
As to hinder, obstruct, oppose, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis. Mr. Weeks. February 26th this year, were you present in the area of North Chestnut and Edmore Street in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
This is outside a store known as Handy's Food Market.
Yes.
Near that area. Is it true that officers made contact with you and informed you that they were attempting to arrest you for a warrant?
Yes.
And you understood that these were police officers, they were wearing uniforms and they identified themselves, that's right?
Yes. Yep.
Is it true that you ran from the officers for some distance before they were able to catch you and arrest you?
Yeah, I ran.
So in other words, you did not comply with their commands to that?
No, I did not fly.
Thank you.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Let's see, and you were arraigned on this, it looks like back on the 27th of February. Bond was 510%. Credit time served. You're all set.
Thank you.
City of Lansing versus Olivia Iridali, 25-00811. Appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell for City of Lansing.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Ms. Radialis.
Okay, today was the date scheduled for a pretrial for failure to stop or ID after property damage accident. Was there an offer on this?
Yes, Your Honor, the city is offered to amend to impede traffic.
Does your client want to accept responsibility to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Fine is 135. Are you paying that today?
No, I've paid a payment in 2 weeks.
I'll note that you'll make payment within 2 weeks. You can make it at the criminal traffic window, or you can make it online using your case number, okay? Do you have any questions? Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
You're all set. Thank you. You're welcome. City of Lansing versus Ayanna Lin, 23-01532, appearance.
Brandon Waddell for City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Larkin, who joins us via Zoom. Ms. Larkin, if you could restart your camera and unmute yourself.
It's on when she's available at this time. Okay, the City of Lansing versus Amber Thomas, 25L292576162 and 63. Council appearances, please.
Waddell for City of Lansing.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Ms. Thomas.
Okay, Ms. Thomas has a failure to display an operator's license and expired plates for the no proof of insurance. We reset these matters because she had an appointment at Secretary of State and back on the 5th, I believe. How are we proceeding at this time?
Your Honor, the city's been presented with proof of a valid permit. We're prepared to amend the failure to display to allowing licensing person to drive, dismissing the no proof of insurance, and amending the expired plate to impede traffic.
No proof is dismissed, you said? And does your client want to plead guilty to the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed person to operate a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that correct, ma'am? Yeah. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury? Yeah. Okay, you can put your hand down. You have certain rights, ma'am, that you would need to give up if you wanted to accept the offer to plead to the unextractable misdemeanor of allowing an unlicensed person to operate. First would be the right that you are innocent until proven guilty. So you have that presumption by right, and you can proceed to trial and require the city prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yeah.
You also have the right to maintain silence at your trial and not have that silence be used against you, or you can waive your silence and testify at a trial if you like. You have the right to question or cross-examine any witness if the city calls to testify against you, and your right to subpoena witnesses that will testify on your behalf. You understand those rights?
Yes.
And are you willing to give each of those rights up today?
Yes.
Is anyone threatening you to give those rights up?
No.
Any promises extended to you to get you to want to give these rights up? as to the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed person to operate. How do you plead? Guilty. Actual basis.
Ms. Thomas, on February 7th of this year, were you driving a vehicle?
Yes,
Is it in the area of South Cedar Street and Long Boulevard?
yes,
It's in the city of Lansing.
yes,
Is it true that you had contact with police?
yes,
Is it true that you were not in possession of a valid license that you could show to those officers?
yes.
Any questions from the city? Accept your plea. A finding of plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. You're finding that is $200. As to the expired plate, the city is amending that to impeding. Are you accepting responsibility to that?
Yes.
Your fine is $135, so you owe $335. When are you gonna make payment?
I wanted to do a payment plan and start it in a week,
How much you gonna pay?
$100.
How often? Monthly?
Yes.
Note here that you'll pay $100 per month until paid in full. First payment is due no later than June 2nd, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions? Do you know how to make the payments?
Yes.
Okay, any additional matters for the record? You're all set, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Keisha Tyson, 24-01862.
Mr. Walker, I saw him earlier.
Do we have an interpreter here?
No, they had not signed in yet. And nobody's out in the hall
No one's here for the
for the
interpreter or
interpreter. Correct,
for
the defendants.
your defendants here?
Yeah, Mr. Del Russell was outside. He's been here for a while.
Sounds great. Well, it's a little early. Maybe they was running late. Okay, appearance on Tyson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jack Rucker appearing on behalf of Keisha Tyson. Ms. Tyson is en route currently. Her bus got delayed, but she has called me 3 times this morning to assure me that she is on her way, but she expects to arrive at this point in the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Brendan Carter, 25-00074. Appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell, City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Carter, who is standing to my right.
Mr. Carter has operating while intoxicated, driving unlicensed, and operating under influence of controlled substance, Schedule 1. Let's see, how are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, there has been an offer extended to Mr. Carter. He did hear it for the first time today. This is also the first opportunity he's had with me to review the report, given he unfortunately he has a housing issue, so he doesn't have contact information. He is asking for the opportunity to review the report and consider the offer prior to making a decision about it.
What report is it? The substance abuse assessment? Or
The police report.
police report? What is the offer?
The offer is, go ahead.
The last one I have was that he was to plead guilty to count 1.
That is
Oh,
correct, yes.
sounds good.
I don't believe he was present for the hearing, or we put that on the record.
I am unsure because I do see that he missed court in February due to an unrelated hospitalization. And then it looks like there was March 25th is the note that I have about the offer, and then looks like the April and May dates were reset due to his count. So let's see. He needs just the next available court date. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
June 17th at 10. June 17th at 10. Do you have any questions for the board today, Mr. Carter? Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Anyone mind repeating the time?
10?
Thank you. Nothing further.
We'll get your notice to appear, okay, sir? You can have a seat, Mr. Carter. Back on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Ayanna Larkin. She is present via Zoom at this time. Let's see. We did reset this one so that there could be a substance abuse assessment. I'm assuming that we have one now.
Your Honor, she completed her assessment last Thursday with Mid-Michigan Recovery Services. I'm asking for about 2 weeks to get that report and review with Mr. Waddell.
June 17th at 10 a.m.
Thank you.
No problem. Ms. Larkin, do you have any questions for the court?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much.
No problem. Any additional matters, counsel?
Nothing further, I'm sorry.
You're all set. Ms. Larkin? Is that the interpreter? Oh, we have an interpreter on Zoom too. I'm not sure. What? What's the language that we were supposed to have an interpreter for?
Sudanese Arabic.
Okay. What language?
What language are you here to interpret? Arabic? Not Sudanese Arabic, Arabic? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm only asking because we have another interpreter online, but it says Sango.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was
that's
gonna
for-
ask you for your docket so I can highlight it. I forgot to highlight it on yours.
Yeah, there is a different defendant who
It's
requires.
Tajani. I can't pronounce.
Jibrin, yeah, Tajani Jibrin.
Not saying.
Yeah.
It's on the Samsung, sir. What is your name?
Edward Washington.
Thank you. Representing Mr. Washington with the 2011 file. No, I looked at all 21 files for trial. You're not playing me. You're not playing me. Who's representing him?
Dude, I'd rather not be.
She's probably with the interpreter. Is that what's going on? She's with the interpreter?
Yes.
Okay. I see an Antonio's iPhone. Can you give me your last name?
Well, my last name is Washington.
Not yours. Thank you. The person identified as Antonio's iPhone. What's your last name?
My last name is Castillia.
Thank you. And then I see Sergio Cervantes is here as well. Are all those Ms. Sutter or is anyone Mr. Raleigh? And where is
Cervantes.
Okay, what is Mr. Riley doing?
He is speaking with the client.
Which one? We have Cervantes and Castillo on Zoom. Cervantes and Castillo is on Zoom.
Hello. I don't know what happened with my microphone. I just hear everything, but I think you guys couldn't hear me.
That's correct. We probably muted you while we handled other matters. Okay, did you need to speak with either of them?
Yes, both actually.
Okay, hang tight. Are you ready on Smith or you?
We're ready on Smith.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the City of Lansing versus Christopher Smith, 25-00851, 25-00942, and 943. Appearances, please.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith has 2 loud music violations and a disturbing the peace. I think we reset these because there was some additional discovery that was sought.
We have not received that discovery yet. So at this time, I must ask for another.
Just for the record, Your Honor, we requested the video body cam on the 5th of May. We have not received it. I'll check it on.
I'll reset of these. June 17th at 10. June 17th at 10. Mr. Smith, do you have any questions for the court?
No, Your Honor.
To get your notice to appear, any additional matters on these files? You're all set.
She said it was June 17th at one time,
At 10?
10 o'clock.
That's correct. Have we seen Tiana Moore?
She is here
Who's Tiana Moore? Are you
in the
Tiana?
back,
Does she have an attorney?
Mr. Riley.
Oh, okay. Are we ready on her?
Yes, Your Honor.
City of Lansing versus Tiana Moore, 25L293, 6463, and 61. Council appearances.
Brandon Waddell, the City of Lansing.
Jacob Riley and Ms. Moore.
Ms. Moore has an expired plate and then a failure to display an operator's license. How are we proceeding?
And Ms. Moore is working on getting her license fixed. She has some outstanding costs she needs to pay. I have given her information about the City of Lansing license restoration program. She's looking at that. So I request an adjournment so she can get some progress on that.
June 17th at 10. You have any questions today, Ms. Moore? No. I'll get you a notice for your next court date. Council, any additional matters? You're all set.
Thank you.
Did I see Cameron Clark?
Yes, he is here.
Who's his attorney?
That is me as well, Judge.
Oh, are you ready on his matters?
You're ready.
City of Lansing versus Cameron Clark, 25-00675 and 25L2929931. Appearances, please.
Brandon Waddell, the City of Lansing.
And Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark has an opening talk and an expired plate. Is there an offer on these?
I believe there were Someone's been going on with that.
Yeah, it was the registration, he was working on the registration.
The offer was to just miss the registration with proof of valid registration. That was all this time.
How are we proceeding, Mr. Rowan?
This time, Your Honor, Mr. Clerk, was planning to get his registration fixed. He just needs to pay the money to do it. He tells me he can get that done within a couple of weeks. He's paid again in the next few days. So once we get that done, we'll have the registration taken care of and resolution on the open inbox.
June 17th at 10:30.
June 17th at 10:30. You have any questions, Mr. Clark? Get you a notice for your next court date. Any additional matters on these files?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. You need to speak to both Cervantes and Castillo, correct?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry. That's Sutter, no?
Yeah.
Mr. Cervantes is in room 2.
That's the offer for,
Oh. Back.
Mr. Raleigh,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you want me to put Mr. Castillo in the room with you?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with inmate, I just see the ceiling. Okay, and you have, Ms. Tyson here now,
Yes, Your Honor.
on the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Lakeisha Tyson, 24-01862.
Good morning, Jack Rucker on behalf of Ms. Tyson, who is joining me at council table now.
Morning. Good morning. Where it's still morning. Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a knife over 3 inches and a Hindu obstructed post pre-trial. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we have an agreement for defendant to plead to the
A moment, Your Honor. I apologize for my client's outburst, Your Honor. We are intending to take that.
She says she's not guilty.
But if I had the knife, it was a kitchen knife.
Just we'll get to that in a moment.
Does she understand what's going on today?
Speaking to her outside, Your Honor, yes. It's a little bit of a breakdown that we've gotten here.
We need more time to talk to her?
No.
Okay, so the offer was?
Offer was to plead to the knife over 3 inches and dismiss the hinder imposed with a killer proof for time.
Is that your understanding of what was offered to you, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, and you want to accept that and plead guilty to the knife over 3 inches?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You understand that before you can plead guilty, you would have to give up your right to be innocent until proven guilty? So as you stand there, you're innocent and you have the right to maintain your innocence and they have to prove your guilt. You understand that?
Yes.
And you want to give up your right to be innocent until proven guilty?
Yes.
Okay, you also want to give up your right to proceed to trial and have them prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want to give up your right to question or cross-examine any witness that they were going to call to testify against you?
Yes, ma'am.
And also your right to present evidence or testimony to your defense to these charges?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
Nobody's hurting.
Why are you crying?
I'm just ready just to get this over with.
I recognize that, but why are you
I'm trying to
crying?
move on.
But why are you crying?
Because I can't get a job, I can't do anything until I get this over with. And I'm just ready to just get it over with. If I did it, I did it, and I'm sorry, in Michigan is not as bad to me. I'm not from here, I don't have any family, I don't have any friends, I don't have anything. I deal with me, and the whole reason I can't get my life together is because of this little simple knife over. And I know it's not simple here, but it's just simple to me, and it's something that I can fix.
I believe you can fix it too. No need to cry. Let's see here. As to the charge of knife over 3 inches, how do you plead?
It was a kitchen knife. I'm guilty.
Well, I'm asking you if you're pleading guilty or not guilty.
I'm guilty.
Okay.
I came here today and I wasn't running. I wasn't anything. I just want this behind me, please.
On a factual basis, please.
Please.
Yes, Your Honor. Would like me to inquire of my client?
Yes, please.
Ms. Tyson, on May 6, 2024, at approximately 4:40 PM, were you over at the Frando Shopping Center? You can just speak for the record.
Yes.
And while you're at the Frando Shopping Center, did you have contact with the police?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, is that in the city of Lansing, state of Michigan? County of Bingham?
Yes.
And while you had contact with the police, did they discover a kitchen knife which was over 3 inches in length?
Yes, also I had a fork, I had a spoon, and once I retrieved from somebody that took it from my house.
Okay, but you did have a knife that was over 3
Yes,
inches.
she took it from my house and I had to go get my stuff back to her.
You had, okay, let me stop. You had some
We
silverware.
were just cooking.
You had some cooking utensils with you at the shopping center?
Yes, and
how did you have interaction?
She was doing dirt.
How did you end up having interaction with the police?
Because she caused a distraction. Because I think she was doing something dirty. I don't know what she was doing, but I'm just being honest because this is like something that seems so big, but it doesn't seem off of my record.
Doesn't seem so big. Let me just make that clear. It's a knife over 3 inches, city ordinance.
She was
matter.
doing something dirty, and she caused a whole distraction where the police came. I watched YouTube videos where they say you don't have to give them your identification.
Okay.
You do. Just give them your identification.
So the police stopped and they're investigating whatever she was doing?
I'm not doing anything. So I didn't see what was the reason for me to even give any of my identification, but.
So you did you give them your identification or no? Okay, so you failed to identify yourself and then you were arrested for that?
Yes,
Is what you're saying?
And he exaggerated that police report. I never did anything.
I don't know anything that's in the police report, so I couldn't tell you.
Body cam, everything. I'm not pleading guilty to that because I didn't do that. Like, can't nobody tell me what I did when I know I didn't do that.
Counsel, you've reviewed the body cam?
I have, Your Honor.
And the police report with your client?
I have sent her the police report. I don't know that I had a chance to review the body cam with her. I did review it myself and confirmed to her the sequence of events as described.
Okay, and you don't believe that her rights were violated?
No, I do not believe her rights were violated.
Okay, you've advised her of that?
I've advised her that the police had a lawful reason to stop and investigate. It really,
I just don't want to be in no trouble. I'm just trying to move forward. I promise you.
As Ms. Tyson indicated, I do
I
not
work
believe.
for the Savings and the Paul Catholic Charities. just try to move forward in my life. I just got a very domestic situation and I'm trying to move forward. If I lose everything.
And Your Honor, just to sum that up, what Ms. Tyson is indicating, I believe is correct, that she was not the original purpose for the police contact. She was incidentally there while there was other factors going on. She refused to identify, which resulted in her arrest.
And she had
And she had a kitchen knife.
a kitchen knife or was it what kind of kitchen
It
knife?
was
Was it a butter knife?
It was just
I think it was a paring
a paring knife.
And she had a fork and a spoon?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
a
she was
fork and a spoon.
retrieving some belongings from another person who had her.
Exaggerated.
So
the
how was she
police
supposed to get
report.
that to her home if it's not with her in public?
I'm not sure exactly that there has to be a proper way to carry that and not in a purse.
I agree. But
What's that
But
gonna
what
have
else,
to
what do you
have
mean
on
there's,
me
what do you
if-
mean not in a purse? If I have a fork, knife and a spoon that someone took from my house, is what she said, and they give it back to me, how else am I supposed to transport it?
That part.
And it was in her purse
It was just in my purse.
with a fork and a knife?
With
I mean, a
with the
spoon?
fork, and I had it rolled up in the paper towel. It wasn't like
I'm not
I was about
accepting
to
the
go
plea.
out there and
That's
shake
stupid.
somebody or.
She had a fork and she had a spoon and a fork?
The police report doesn't mention the fork.
Is it in the body cam?
My recollection was that there was other silverware in that bag, Your Honor. Yes.
We can set it for trial. I'm not accepting a plea for that. It's not a crime to transport your silverware back that someone stole from you.
Very good, Your Honor. I can confer with the city prosecutor.
I did the crime.
That's not a crime. What you're telling me is not a crime. If you had other silverware in your purse, I don't care if someone didn't steal it or not. I don't care if you was carrying it because you were gonna eat your lunch outside of the house. That is not a crime. And the city can use their time for other stuff if they don't want to trial for that.
There's other stuff going on in the city.
I can imagine, but that's not a crime. I'm not accepting the plea. You all can figure it out another way, or we can set it for trial. And let the jury decide if it's a crime.
Let's then, I think, request set this for a final pretrial.
We'll set it for trial.
Sorry, set it for trial.
Moved on.
Okay.
Just said.
June 17th at 8:15. June 17th, 8:15 in person at the court. You need
Thank
to
you.
make sure you appear, okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
We'll get you a notice in just a moment.
Just have a seat, she wait outside in the hallway.
She can.
All right, have a seat in the hallway.
Give me that file back.
In just a minute.
They didn't mention that. That's true. Yeah, yeah.
They never said who was an inmate, like this never happened.
They just covered.
Just a ceiling.
The same thing.
Okay.
Let me call them.
Do we still have our other interpreter here? Yes. Sango. Let's see. Do an intake on Tijani?
Yes, Your Honor, he was assigned to me Friday.
Okay. Got it. Who's identified as inmate? May I unmute you and tell us your name, please?
Dico Mccclure.
You. They just not sending an email about a jury. The jury's been busy this week, huh?
I'll do it.
Wait to be on jury duty this week in this.
I got a letter for the first time in my life. I got a jury.
The last one.
You did it on 55th or the 30th?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're in Eaton County. Sounds exciting. You can do like the probation officer did yesterday. Oh, you know, I see all the bad things. I can't be impartial. What, Mr. Probation Officer?
They have a lot of interesting thoughts down there.
If you didn't want to sit on the jury.
Sure.
Okay, are we ready on any of the interpreter matters?
We're ready on Mr. Abdul Rasul, and Your Honor, I don't know if we need to go on the record for it. It's just a civil infraction.
What is the civil infraction?
Breach of the peace, Your Honor, and he would like 3 to 4 weeks to pay.
Fine is $50.
$50, thank you very much.
And then you'll log in to meet with.
Yes, Your Honor, I should still be in breakout room 1. Yes.
You said how many days?
3 to 4 weeks, if the court wouldn't mind.
I'll give him 30 days. Okay, can we put Ms. Sutter in the other interpreter? And then, what are they doing up there?
It sounds like a whole thunderstorm.
That's definitely not a thunderstorm. Man.
Shaky.
That was like doing a school. Let's see, Andy, let's press. Or LaPre, you're here for Deborah Wallace.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she present?
She's present in the lobby at my office. I have been unable to speak with the city attorney so far, so I don't know if I can go in a breakout room with that person or not.
Mr. Raleigh, which matter are you ready on? Or are you ready on the Cervantes, Castillia matter?
Just wait for the city attorney briefing.
Sounds good. Are you waiting for court date, sir? What's your name? Code matter. City attorney is really busy. Sounds like we're gonna reset some of these. I need to speak to city attorney matters. It's 11 o'clock. Are you ready on your code matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
City of Lansing versus Marion, Glasgow, 25001428 appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell for City of Lansing.
Marion Glasgow is present in the courtroom. This matter was set for a compliance matter. Let's see here. You can stand to your feet, sir. Have you all resolved this?
We have not resolved it yet, Your Honor, but we have been satisfied with progress as far as finding builders and getting ready to have permits pulled for progress. So we would ask the court for additional either 30 or 60 days just to see the progress that Mr. Glasgow has made.
I think it's 60 days. July 15th at 11. July 15th at 11. Get your notice to appear. Do you have any questions today, sir? I can't hear you. No. Are you okay? Okay. Any additional matters for the record?
It's very emotional. Got a lot going on in my life.
I can imagine, but it looks like they're working with you. They're working with you. We reset this 90 days already, and I just gave you another 60 days. You're welcome.
Okay, brother.
All right. Thank you.
I never had to come in front of a judge. I get very emotional.
This is not a criminal matter.
I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not. I don't do no wrong.
So keep making your progress, sir.
I'm trying.
Thank you.
Can I go?
We're gonna give you a notice for your next court date. Ms. Fortuna Gill is here for, but that's Ms. Sutter as well.
Yeah, she's in the breakout room with the interpreter, but she left her client here.
Can we go get Ms. Sutter so we can actually take care of Mr. Mccclure first?
Yes.
So Ms. Fortuna Gill can move on with her day. I'm sure she loves to see the city cases, but she's got other things to do. I just want to hand out if we can to Mr. Mccclure, so Ms. Fortuna Gill can.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, on the record in the matters of the city of Lansing and the state of Michigan versus Dico Mccclure. I don't have the city case number, but I do have the, oh, it is on here. I do have both 24-01982 and 24-02418. Council appearances, please.
Brandon Waddell for City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people. I do need to make a motion to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120. I do have APA Ross March Mina is here on the Zoom call supervising me.
Thank you. Permission is granted.
Isn't he another student attorney practicing?
I'm sorry?
I believe is not Ross Mark, Mr. March. I'm sorry, his
No,
last name.
No, he has a P number.
Okay, that's an update since I last saw him. Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter appearing on behalf of Mr. Mccclure, who joins us via Zoom.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for pre-trials. I have a furnishing false information and then a retail fraud second degree. How are we proceeding on these?
And I believe in the city, there was previously an offer to amend, to hinder, and oppose. Last I spoke with Mr. Mccclure a few weeks ago, he was desiring to accept that. Yesterday, Ms. Ms. Fortuna Gill in the state case offered I believe it was trespass. Ms. Fortuna Gill, correct me if I'm wrong.
I have a
That is correct. It's a trespass with there's no restitution. Everything was recovered.
And it was my belief that Mr. Mccclure would be desiring to accept that if he could confirm that for us.
Mr. Mccclure, did you hear the offers extended by both the city and the state?
Yes.
Did you want to accept both offers and plead guilty to a hinder, obstruct, oppose in the city file and to a trespass in the state file?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Mccclure, you do have the right in both files to proceed to a trial and the right to jury trial because you were innocent until proven guilty, and you have the right to require both the city and the state in each file to prove each element of the charges being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to maintain your silence at any jury trial and not have that silence be used against you. Your right to question or cross-examine any of the witnesses that the city and the state calls to testify against you. Your right to subpoena witnesses that will testify on your behalf. And you can waive your silence and testify at your trial if you'd like. So each of those rights are owed to you, and you have to give each of those rights up if you want to enter a guilty plea to each file. Do you understand that? Can you repeat your answer because it didn't come through?
Yes.
Okay, and you want to waive your rights, that's correct?
Yes.
Anyone threatening you to get you to waive these rights and enter guilty pleas to the amended charges?
No.
Any promises if you plead guilty to the amended charges?
No.
And are you pleading guilty because you believe you are guilty?
Yes.
As to the hinder, obstruct, oppose in the city file, how do you plead?
You said that one more time, please.
As to the hinder, obstruct, oppose an officer in file number 24-01982, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the amended charge of trespass in 24-02718, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Mccclure, starting in the city file, Is it true that on or about June 27th of 2024, you were present at or near South Cedar and Maple Hill in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
And that's Ingham County, Michigan, correct?
So,
And that's Ingham County, Michigan, correct?
yes.
And at that time, you came into police who were investigating a retail fraud, correct?
Yes.
And that investigation, they asked you for your name, correct?
Yes.
And you gave them a name that was not your own.
Yes.
And that hindered their ability to conduct that investigation.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis for the city matter.
Any additional factual basis from the city?
None, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. McClure, moving to the state case, is it true that on or about June 27th of 2024, you are present at or near the Target located at 500 East Edgewood Boulevard in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
And that's in Ingham County, Michigan?
Yes.
And is it true that you were on that property against the wishes of the owner or manager who asked you to, against the wishes of the owner or manager?
Could you state that one more time?
Question. Is it true that at that time you were on that property at Target against the wishes of Target?
I was there. I didn't know I was against the wishes, I would say.
Is it true that at that time you took property that was for sale that you were not permitted to take?
Me personally, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I was at the register. Yes.
Yeah. So did you take items that were for sale without paying for them as they were advertised?
I scanned items and I swiped my card, and I guess they said that only 2 of the items were paid for. One or some of the items I went in the basket wasn't paid for, it didn't get scanned. I didn't intentionally do
it. So you went to Target. How many items did you have, sir?
It was a lot of.
Excuse me?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, maybe 4 items?
Maybe 4 or 5. I can't remember that far back about.
Okay. And if you, is it true that 4 of those items you didn't scan?
To my recollection, all the items got scanned unless there was something wrong with their machine. That's what the discrepancy was. Like I said, only a couple of the items were actually paid for. And that's what the mishap was.
I can't accept the plea.
Yeah, understood, Your Honor.
The affidavit of probable cause said that there was several items and that the only thing that was scanned was a bag of candy.
The report indicates a skip scan.
Okay, so this matter will be set for trial. But as to the city matter, I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. And you have credit for time served because it looks like your bond was amended at least as of the 7th of this month to 1,010%. So I'll credit you time served on that file and your trial date on the other file. July 15th. It's July 15th at 8:50. Sorry, 8:15. That's the state of the case. Oh. So.
August 11th at 8.
August 11th at 8 a.m. in person at the court. Do you have any questions today, Mr. McClure?
Yes, court date for August. You said what date is for which one?
That's for the retail fraud 2nd degree.
What isn't that what this is for now?
Excuse me?
Isn't that what this is for now?
That was what this was for. You had 2 offers Your plea as to the hinder, obstruct, oppose has been accepted. I gave you credit, time served. Your plea as to the retail fraud being amended to trespass, that has failed. Based on the factual basis. Number one, when she tried to elicit a factual basis to trespass, your response was that you were not made aware that you didn't have permission or could not be at the target. Then you're also indicated on the record that you did in fact scan all of your items, but something must have been wrong with their machine.
Okay, that's probably the part that I'm not getting. It said, or that you were saying that I was trespassing.
I did not say you were trespassing. That's the whole thing. I never said you were trespassing. The offer was to amend the charge to trespassing. And so your attorney was trying to elicit a factual basis as to the trespassing. That did not work. So she did try to elicit a factual basis as to the original charge as well. And that also did not work. So based on the statements made on the record, there has been you're still innocent. So now the state has to prove that you're guilty if they don't wish to dismiss the case. So we're going to move forward with the trial date, okay? Do you understand what happened?
Okay.
Okay. We'll let your attorney contact you later to go over further about how you're going to proceed, okay? You're all set, sir. Thank you, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you,
You're
Lauren.
welcome.
Thanks, Haley. I never got them in there. I don't see them in there.
The interpreter matter?
Right.
He's in the breakout room, I believe.
There's no one in the breakout room with me.
No, I haven't put him in there
Oh, I
because
see.
you were speaking with the other.
I see. Yeah, if I.
Yeah, he was in there because I see he was in there. And then I think your client was in here, which is.
Mr. Washington. Is that?
No, who's here for the interpreter matter?
To Johnny?
Yes.
That's him behind you. That's the
interpreter's on Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
I have the added to a breakout room with Mr. LaPrez, please. Thank you.
Patrick Abud?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's me. May I fix your placard up front for Judge?
Please, I don't know what it is.
It's a little crooked. It's been bothering me all morning.
I wonder who touched it.
Not me. I'm not OCD. Just
No, it's not. It's not. He's not OCD. He's doing what should have been done. Who touched it in the first place? Okay. Is the interpreter still there? Mr. Mapoka,
Yes, Your Honor.
can you go to room 1?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Patrick Abud needs to speak with Mr. LaPrez. Okay, on the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Sergio Cervantes in file number 25-00979, appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell, proceeding. Jacob Brown, on behalf of Mr. Cervantes.
Mr. Cervantes has no insurance and an improper turn accident. Were these matters resolved at all?
I believe so, Your Honor. City received proof of valid insurance. This is the first setting, so we're prepared to dismiss the no insurance. I believe Mr. Cervantes will accept responsibility for the proper term.
Is that accurate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, your fine is 145. When are you gonna play?
Can I pay like on 2, 3 different pays? Can I start to pay next week?
Yes, when are you gonna have it paid in full?
Uh, I just, can you give me 3 months? I can pay like three payments. I can do 3 payments.
You're gonna start next week. You're gonna pay how much?
How much did you tell me what it's gonna be?
Well, I asked you how much you were gonna pay.
I mean, I can pay like $100 or $80.
Well, if you're gonna pay $80 in a week,
In a week, yeah.
and then you'll pay the balance the next month.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll note here that you'll pay in full within this next 60 days, and that you'll make your first payment next week. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set, Mr. Cervantes.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Antonio Castillia, 25-00846, appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell, proceeding. Lansing.
Jacob Brown, on behalf of Mr. Castillo.
Mr. Castillo is scheduled for a pretrial. This is for alcohol in public. Looks like this was reset so that negotiations can continue. Has there been an offer extended on this?
Well, no, Your Honor, at this time, plaintiff still hasn't received the body cam because the city has not received body cam yet. It has been requested.
Okay, so we need additional time.
June 17th at 10:30.
June 17th at 10:30 is the next court date, okay? Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Castillo?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Did Glasgow. Have we seen Christopher Deng?
He is in the back here.
Okay, is that your matter or Miss?
That is mine.
Okay. On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Christopher Isaac Deng, 25-01322, appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell, proceeding. Lansing.
Jacob Brown, on behalf of Mr. Deng.
Mr. Deng has a disturbing the peace pretrial today. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, we're going to be requesting an adjournment so that we can get some body cam videos so we can see determine exactly what happened.
Oh, sounds good.
June 17th.
June 17th at 10:30. Have any questions today for the court?
No.
We'll get you a notice to appear for your next court date. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
You're all set for today. No problem. Let's see. Do you have anybody else, Mr. Rowley?
I do not have anyone here. No.
I see Techia Gooden, Artis. Is that yours?
It is actually.
Do you need to speak with her?
Please.
Maybe it's Techia. Let's see, on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan, I'm sorry, City of Lansing versus Deborah Sue Wallace, 17-05688, appearance, please.
Brendan Waddell for City of Lansing.
Andy LeBray on behalf of Ms. Wallace.
Okay, Ms. Wallace is scheduled today for a pretrial. Let's see, operating under the influence of controlled substance. Let's see. Was there an offer on this at this time?
Not at this time, there's, an assessment needs to be completed.
Oh. And you want this matter reset so that your client can undergo a substance abuse assessment?
Yes, please.
Do July 15th.
Does July 15th at 9:30 work for you?
Yes.
Okay, we'll set it for July 15th at 9:30. However, I don't know, she's obviously not yet been scheduled. If it's not gonna be done in time, you can send an email to the prosecutor and CC my staff and we can get you a new date.
Thank you.
Sometimes it takes longer for a substance abuse assessment to get scheduled.
Sure. Is that July 15th? Is that by Zoom as well, Your Honor?
That's correct.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
Your Honor.
You're all set. Thank you. Okay, on the record in the matter of the city of Lansing versus Techia, Gooden, Artis, 25L2937801, 802, and 803. Appearances, please.
Brandon Waddell for City of Lansing.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Ms. Gooden Artis.
Okay, Ms. Gooden, artist has a improper plate, the speeding 1 to 5, and then there was a no proof of insurance. We reset this for resolution. How are we proceeding?
I would be requesting another reset. Ms. Gooden Artis has an appointment to get her registration complete this week. At which point she should have that and insurance taken care of. We can resolve this.
Where's my note from last week that she doesn't own a car? She owns a car?
She does now. Not
Okay.
registered yet.
She's going to get her plate and insurance proof, I believe.
So July 15th at 10.
July 15th at 10. You have a question for the court today, Ms. Gooden, artist?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll see you July 15th at 10. Any additional matters, counsel?
Oh, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
It's just been standing there.
Your Honor, if I could just get a very brief breakout room with Mr. Washington.
That's all.
On Washington?
Absolutely.
On the
It's,
14-year-old case?
don't worry, it's to your benefit.
Oh, okay, proceed.
Mr. Washington.
I threatened to bully him
Yeah.
earlier, so.
Okay.
Yes, I'm
On the
here.
record, thank you. On the record, in the city of Lansing versus Edward Washington Jr., council appearance.
Brandon Wendell, the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, on behalf of Mr. Washington, who joins us via Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Washington was scheduled today for a pretrial. This was for driving while license is suspended, which is about 14 years old. While Mr. Washington was meeting with his attorney, the court did look at the citation due to the age of the case. And there was a note on the citation that was written on the citation after the citation was issued. So that note's probably not on your citation. It says, see email from September 16th, 2011. Obviously, the ticket was September 4th. I see the email where it looks like the city's Collections Criminal Traffic Division contacted the officer that issued the citation and indicating that a driving while licensed second could not be issued on a citation and must be issued on a complaint and warrant, asking the officer to either amend the ticket to a DWS1 or to seek charges on a complaint and warrant, to which there's never been a response. So the city was advised of that because all that information was in my file.
Thank you, Your Honor. Given that, I'd make a motion to dismiss under the statute of limitations.
City of dismiss.
It's dismissed. You're all set, sir.
I'm good to go?
You're good to go.
All right, thank you. I'll see y'all Thursday.
See you Thursday.
What is going on today?
He's got a PE on Thursday with Mr.
Oh, I
Simmons.
was gonna say.
On a 2011 case.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
We'll see you Thursday, Mr.
See you
Washington.
Thursday, Mr. Washington.
All right, thank you.
Lucky us.